Good morning. Welcome, guys. It is 8:51 here in Florida. And this is going to be a short 30-minute low-key live stream. I got my morning coffee, my third cup of the morning, in a beautiful Orlando, Florida Star Wars Celebration 2017 mug. And I figured while I have my third cup of the morning, I'll hop on here with you guys for a nice 30 minutes. What's new with you? I haven't done a morning stream in a while, so a lot of familiar faces that I haven't seen in a little while, just because of my own. Let me light this candle. I like having Is anybody like me whenever you're in your office, you like to have a candle going? I don't know what it is, man. Little ambiance. A little pleasant fragrance. Oh, there we go. There we go. What was I saying? I have no idea. Yeah, so here I am, no topic of conversation. Whatever you guys want to talk about, let's talk about it. Help me wake up. Help me wake. I stayed up way later than normal last night. I'm used to not sleeping just because of my job, but sometimes you wake up and you're like, God damn it. I need my cups. Demetrios, normally I wake up really early, but I have a pot of coffee going literally all day. If I'm at work, I probably, no joke, drink like 8 cups of coffee. If I'm at home, I might have like 5 in a day, but generally I have a pot on most of the day, and I drink it until it's gone. What's up, Brandon? No, we don't have a next Disney trip planned. I might just take my daughter down there for the hell of it, like I do sometimes. You know, if I don't have to work on a Friday, she doesn't go to school on Friday, so if I don't have to work on Friday, sometimes I'll just take her down for the day. You know, we live like a little less than 2 hours away from the parks, so it's an easy like day trip. You know, I might do that soon, but an actual like scheduled visit, no, we don't have anything planned as of right now. Big candle guy. There you go, Cole. Yeah, I like candles. I always have a candle in my office, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just like it. Puts me in the mood to like work and relax, and yeah, whatever. What's up, Skate World? Walked into a coffee shop last week, Greedo, and they were playing Nevermint by American Football. Hell yeah. Might be my favorite album of all time. It got me... That original first American Football album came out in 1999, and I first heard it in 1999. And that's kind of what got me into the type of music that I'm into, you know? That kind of launched my searching for different kind of stuff back then. You know, but hell yeah, man. I went to a record store a couple weeks ago, and I was hoping to get the War on Drugs album that came out a couple years ago. But I walked into this store. I had never been there before. It was like 9:30 in the morning, and I walk in, and it's just like an older guy, probably in his 70s, sitting there. The shop was just full of bullshit, and I looked around and I was like, oh, this seems just like this guy's collection that he's had since he was a kid. You know, he was selling like Jerry Lee Lewis records for $5. There was literally nothing in. I mean, the Jerry Lee Lewis was pretty cool. I probably should have bought it, just for the cover art. It would have been neat to kind of hang in my office, but I was like, oh, this is just this guy's stuff that he wants to sell and get rid of. He probably hasn't ordered a new record. There was like nothing new, which is fine. But I was like, oh, there is nothing in this store for me. I felt kind of bad. Like, I don't know. I went over to like they had a little section that was like labeled punk, and I was like, I wonder what this guy thinks is punk. What is he gonna have in there? And there was literally like 3 records. I was like, yeah. Oh, Troy, yeah, man. Actually, Troy says, I saw they have Star Wars scented candles, like a Tatooine and a Death Star smell. The one that I'm actually burning right now is Star Wars themed. It's a Tatooine themed candle. Let me find the lid to it. It is... Oh, wait. I don't know where the lid is. Here we go. Tatooine. Made by Space Coyote Crafts on Etsy. Cactus, flower, and sage. Tatooine themed. My wife got some of them for Christmas for me. Oh. Evans Media, thank you so much for the first super chat and channel support of this low-key morning live stream. Evans says, have a free period right now, but my friend has to make up a lab, so I'm alone. Your company is appreciated. Nice. My copy of the OT on 4K Blu-ray is coming today. But I'm not sure if it's the 2011 or 2019 transfer. Interesting. Well, I'm glad you got headphones in, I'm assuming. I'm glad I'm able to me and everybody in the chat's able to keep you company while you're just killing time, basically. I wonder how many people listen to these things like at work or at school or, you know, in their car. What's the, where are you guys listening to this right now? That's a fun question. Where are you guys listening to this right now? So, copy of the original trilogy on 4K Blu-ray, but I'm not sure if it's the 2011 or 2019 transfer. So, what was it labeled as? Did you get it? Where did you buy it? I'm curious too. I typically, don't tell people to buy the fan edits like 4K 77 or Harmy's and stuff like that. I actually had a conversation with Harmy. It was a really good conversation. I uploaded it as a podcast. You can listen to it on here. And he was like, he's very adamant about people not buying the despecialized edition because the reason being is he doesn't sell it. Everybody that you see selling these fan edits, these restorations, if you want to call them that, everybody that you see selling on eBay, all they did was download despecialized or 4K 77, burned it to a disc, and they're selling it. They put no effort into making the thing, right? And he doesn't want people to buy it because there's a legal issue there. He just wants, it's a project of passion, and he just wants people to download them, it's official one. Nice. So, Evans, it's the official one. You got it off Amazon. I'm assuming it's the 2019 ones. In 2011, the 4K wasn't available. So if you got it on Amazon, I would assume that it has McClunky in there, right? I think so. But that's cool, man. Let me know. I'm curious what the cover art looks like. I don't own any of the movies physically in 4K. They're coming out with a steelbook. Maybe it's already out, but the steelbook that they're releasing or already released recently, I don't like the cover art of. It's like, let me look this up. Star Wars 4K steelbook. Best Buy. Let's see if it's out. Oh, A New Hope. Oh yeah, it's the 100th anniversary of Disney. 4K Blu-ray steelbooks, and I think the cover art looks so bad. So bad. I don't know. Like, people buy physical media a lot of the times. Yeah, for the disc, for the actual movie, but also for the cover art, Maybe they want to display it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these yet, but I guess they're out. The cover art looks so bad. It's literally just a gray steelbook with a rectangular picture of R2-D2, and it says Star Wars on it. Like, it's horrible. Yeah. Anyway, nice, man. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's everything you want it to be. And I appreciate that channel support this morning, Evans. Let me know what it is. In my car headed to work, and at work in my car driving to work, at home in my living room, home in LA. Nice. Work, have to go in 10 minutes. Back from Scotland and England. Nice, man. What's up, Eli? Yeah, Benjamin says, my goal this year is to get my hands on the earliest copies of the OT on VHS that I can. Nice. Yeah, how much are those going for? The old CBS Fox ones? I don't know if that's the earliest. Original trilogy VHS. Okay, here's one very expensive. Oh, wow. you can get the original Trilogy VHS box set that came out in 1995. That is a treasure of mine. Brand new, shrink wrapped for $37 on eBay. Huh. That's pretty cheap. Star Wars Trilogy 3 VHS box set from 1992 for $20. So yeah, I think you'll be able to, I don't know what the earliest of the earliest would be. Here's from 1990. Here, these are the ones that I'm thinking of. The 1986 one. The CBS Fox video. For $40. That, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the earliest VHS availability. I'm pretty sure. Beastly Rex. I've been to one Star Wars celebration for one day. It was down in Orlando, which is like 2 hours from me. And, you know, me and my buddy went down for a single day. It was fun. Like, I'm not the kind of person that, like, needs to go to that kind of stuff or, like, has a burning desire to go to that stuff, you know? Like, of course I would love to travel, like, to London or whatever, or Japan, and go to a celebration, but if I'm traveling to Japan or London, I don't know. I'd rather just explore Japan or London rather than go into celebration. Yeah. Now, if it's in Orlando again, yeah, I would go. But yeah, for me, celebration experience, I attended 2 panels, I think, and most of my day was just spent walking around with my buddies and waiting in like a 2-hour line for the merch. I saw a Rancho Obi-Wan display, which was cool. Steve Sansweet was in there, and as soon as we were about to walk in, he left. But, yeah, I mean, they're fun. They're just not something that I'm, like, super, like, you know, I'm not going to go out of my way to go to one, really. But, King Cole. Greedo, King Cole says, Greedo, we talked in January on one of these streams about me aiming to lose 60 pounds. Wanted to let you know I'm on track and down 26. Hell yeah! Down 26 pounds now. Thank you for those motivating words back in January. Dude, 26 pounds. That's huge. That is... You've made it over the hump. You know, dude, I'm proud of you, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. So what have you been doing? What have you been doing? For me, like, this was 3 years ago or so. I went from about 240. My heaviest I ever was like 12 years ago. I was 260. But like 3 years ago, I was 240, and I was like, I'm 6'2". And I was like, dude, I need to lose some. So I started running. I put my daughter in the baby stroller, and I would run 4 miles every single day with her up to the park, back. Just, you know, watching what I ate. And now I'm down to 190. I've been 190 for like 2.5 years now. So for me, it was just running and realizing that, hey, I don't need to eat all this bullshit every night, you know. 26 pounds, King, is... that you've made it over that. Like, the first, you might be working out, exercising every day for a couple months and not seeing any results on the scale, you know, but you'll feel results, and you can't get discouraged. And a lot of people get very discouraged when they first start because, you know, if you've never done it before, you don't realize that it is a long game. It's really easy to pack them on. It's really hard to take them off. And, you know, it can be tough. It can be tough and discouraging because you don't see the results that you want. We're all impatient and we want results now, you know. You just got to, you know, after a few months of doing this routine, you get into that routine. It becomes second nature. After, you know, for me, like, if I don't run at least. I try to run at least four times a week, and we do crazy gear workouts at work. So, and I run 4 miles at a time. And if I don't do one of those runs, I feel off. I feel like I didn't accomplish something that day, you know. So, hell yeah, Cole. That's awesome, man. 26 pounds that's a lot. And that's, you know, that's, yeah. You just feel better. It's, you know, that's great, man. I'm proud of you. King Cole says, running and eating better is exactly what I've been hitting hard too. Nice. I'm looking and feeling better. Definitely dealt with some plateaus here and there, but I'm glad to say I'm almost halfway. Dude, you'll be there by the end of the year. And if you're not, don't get discouraged. It's, you know, once I hit like a goal weight of 190, then I didn't take eating at like, I didn't watch my diet as much as I did back then, because now it's way easier to maintain. Like, yeah, I'm going to have a cheeseburger with bread. You know, in the past I might have got a cheeseburger without bread or something like that, just when I was heavily watching. But now I can, it's easy to maintain because you just go out and burn it, you know, you just go out and run. You know, hell yeah. That's awesome, Cole. Congratulations, man. Keep it up. Josh Young says, COVID really threw my weight off. I was like 200 pounds at the end of 2019, but hit 270 the other year, down to 240 now, but that COVID weight is no joke. Yeah, I know a lot of people that you know, that same experience. It's interesting because it was the opposite for me. In 2020, when the pandemic hit and everything shut down, that's when I really started running my ass off. That 2020 is the year that I shed about 50 pounds. So like it was the opposite for me. I was like, I need to get in better shape. And then I ended up, you know, going to school and doing the firefighter thing. So I'm glad I did. Will, any Star Wars books, comics you would recommend? I'm not much of a comic reader, but my favorite Star Wars book of like modern canon or whatever is Bloodline. It's a book about Leia. It's kind of like a political thriller. Good characters, good story. Not a lot of like crazy action, which I don't care about in a book anyway. Bloodline was a really good read. I think it's my favorite Star Wars book. I'm down 14 pounds since February. Got a ways to go, but I'll get there eventually. Hell yeah, Ben. That's the attitude. Yeah, it's... So for me, like... the way that I saw it in my brain when I first started... like my day one when I started running... I just ran 2 miles. And then in my brain... This is how my brain works. I'm like... Why don't you double it? Why don't you double it? If you can run 2 miles, you can run 4 miles. So that's for now. So now, like my benchmark, my goal every basically 4 days a week is to run 4 miles 4 days a week. You know, if you can run 3 miles, you can run 4. If you can run 2, you can run 3. You know, it'll just accelerate everything. It'll just, you know, that instant gratification that we all want will come quicker. I mean, it's a slow gratification, but it will come quicker, you know. If you get, what's another 10 minutes out in the world running? You know, what's another 10 minutes? What else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? Scroll through YouTube? Watch some asshole with a stormtrooper helmet on? That's how my brain, you know, that's how my brain works. Yeah, nice, Sapity. That's really hard to get into too, and find the time. For me, um, I lift weights at work. I have a little gym in our garage, and I use that frequently. My problem is I do so much cardio, and I don't. This is what a guy that I work with told me. I was like, I want to, I've put on muscle, but I want to put on more, and I know I need to, supplement and with protein and stuff like that. And he was like, well, you do a lot of cardio, and you need to eat more. Because generally, if I'm at home, I usually don't eat until dinner time. And so that's what he was saying. So I might dial back the running a little bit, and kind of do that more often. But my problem is, like, if I go out for a run and my time is like 10 seconds slower than it was, I'm like, oh, I got to do this again tomorrow. I can't lose time. There you go, Ben. Yeah, I always recommend that, especially for people who want to shed a lot and kind of want to get a general idea. I mean, look, we all know what we should and shouldn't eat, right? If your goal is to lose a good chunk of weight, but it's good when you're first starting out to get one of those calorie calculators, just to get a general idea of the things that you're putting in your body, because sometimes, like, you can see how bad that little one serving bag of Lay's is. You know what I mean? You can see it on your calculator and be like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have that. It's a really good way to start, for sure. Absolutely. What's up, Mac? My coffee's getting a little room temperature. What's up, Sam? Yeah, good day so far. My wife took my daughter to school. She's going to work. I don't know what to do with myself, so I figured I'd hop on here and shoot the shit with you guys for 30 minutes. I might work on a little video after this. We'll see. I never know. Like, on my days off, I always have big ambitions. I'm a big list guy. I wake up in the morning and make a list of things that I need to do. I did not do that this morning. And so, like, all my big ambitions that I have, I didn't make a list, so I don't know. I just, like, I don't know what to do with myself. I was able, I don't know if you guys remember when I tried to stream episode 1 Racer. I've tried to stream it a couple times. I was unable to minimize or get into window mode, or it's a little funky to stream, but I downloaded a program that forces it into windowed mode, and I was able to get it. I was able to get my streaming software to recognize episode 1 Racer. I was like, hell yes, I finally figured it out. But when I launched the game and tried to play it, all the graphics were glitched out. Like, none of the scenery rendered. None of the pod racers rendered. It was just like the UI. And I was like, no! Another problem? Yeah. Yeah, I can't play Survivor right now, Troy, because it's not working on my computer. Can't even launch it. Like, I launch it and the loading screen pops up. But then as soon as the menu is supposed to load in, the game crashes. So hopefully they patch it and I'm able to play it soon. But all right, guys, that's it for me. That was 32 minutes, 33 minutes. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna hop off and maybe work on a little video, and that'll be that. And I will be doing a stream tonight around 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're available for that, come hang out. Hopefully I'll have episode 1 Racer figured out. Whatever the hell's going wrong with it. But all right, man. That's it for me. All right, cool. Where was it? Evans Media, thank you so much for the super chat this morning. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I'll see you guys tonight, maybe, for a little stream. Yeah? I'll be here. I don't know if you will, but I'll be. All right. Later, guys.